Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a ministry blog. So basically what we are going to cover today is what exactly a ministry blog is with a few examples. I'm going to show you and tell you why you need to pick a niche and how to niche down. Also, I'm going to help you get web hosting. Web hosting is something that you need so your website can be seen on the internet. After that, we are going to install WordPress. We're going to install both a free and premium WordPress theme, and we're going to make some changes to your website so that you can start getting traffic. Also, I'm going to show you how to start writing so that you can start writing faster. And if you are interested in making money, be sure to check out this third section here because I'll show you how to do that as well. And then finally, why you need to share your content on social media. Plus, we'll have a brief discussion about how many blog posts you need so that you can determine if your website is a success or failure. Be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description, as I'll be referring to these 3 links throughout the duration of this video. First things first, what is a ministry blog? A ministry blog is where you take an aspect of ministry. It could be children's, it could be a relationship, couple, it can be anything really under the umbrella of the church or a religious gathering. For example, here, if we take a look at my keyword research tool, you'll see here there are all different types of ministries. There's ministry of children, hope, youth. There's just all sorts of different aspects of ministry that you could actually create a blog post where you're answering questions. A blog in general is a website designed to answer questions. People are coming to the internet and they have questions about everything. In your case, it's going to be a ministry, children's ministry. It could be fathers, husbands, wives, couples. There's a ministry for basically everything. Here are a few examples of different ministries that I found where you could make a website that is similar or improve upon this function. As I mentioned, this is a ministry to children. It's a ministry website dedicated to children. Also, this is another example of a ministry-based website that you could create too. Now, what I recommend that you do is pick a niche, pick one type of ministry and create content in that niche. Now, I recommend that you pick a niche and stay there because your website is going to have no domain authority. No one's going to know who it is. No one's going to know what it is or what it's about. So I recommend that you pick one niche and stay there. One way to find a niche and find keywords is simply to take a website that you like, for example, ministrytochildren.com. That's the domain name, and we can plug it right into our keyword research tool and see what keywords they rank for and potentially find a niche that way. So I'm going to click on Site Explorer, and when I click on Site Explorer, I'm going to paste in the domain name. And this is going to return a bunch of keywords that we could potentially use to write content and even help us find a niche. So when we click on organic keywords here, you're going to see a ton of different keywords. And these are questions that people are asking every day. Hundreds, if not thousands of people are coming to the internet and they're asking about Sunday school lessons for kids. And you could potentially create content on these types of keywords. Now, what I recommend that you do, because your website's brand new, is to change the keyword difficulty to 5 or less. The keyword difficulty is a scale between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it would be for a new blog or website to rank. So if we look at this, prayer hand, that could be something that you write on, attributes of God for kids. If we look down, there's just all sorts of keywords that you could write on if your goal is to write in a ministry for kids. Now, if we jump back over to our slide deck here, the next step is to get web hosting. You need web hosting. Your website needs web hosting so people can see it on the internet. The way that web hosting works is you are going to rent hard drive space called a server from a web hosting company. Now, the first link in the description is my number one web hosting company for beginners. It's really easy to get up and running. In fact, you could probably get up and running within 20 minutes. And what they'll give you for the first year is a domain name. And a domain name is simply the name that your website is called. For example, ministrytochildren.com is the domain name, and you can get one of those for free for the first year. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to walk you through the process of setting up your web hosting and your domain name with the first link in the description. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information. The settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here. And then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now, it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right-hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click Save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click Save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click Save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, so now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free WordPress theme. I'm going to show you in just a moment how to install a premium theme, and we've made some changes to your website. Now, right now you have a basic WordPress theme. That theme has no additional features and functionality. It's plain, it's boring, and it doesn't inspire confidence. This is an example of a premium WordPress theme. As you can see, it looks different, it's inviting, it's congruent with the target audience. This is probably a better example of a premium WordPress theme. This right here is called a hero image, and it comes with premium themes. And if you click the second link in the description, you can actually get a premium WordPress theme. What we'll do here, when you click the second link, you'll be taken to this website, and you'll just type in your niche. You could type in ministry and click in WordPress, and you can see there are 20 WordPress themes that you could potentially buy and download. Now, if you don't find one here, you can always type in church, and there'll be other ones as well. But what I recommend that you do, scroll through, find a WordPress premium theme that you like, click this button to add it to your cart. Once you add it to your cart, you are going to check out and buy the theme. And after you buy the theme, you are going to download a zip file to your computer. Once you download that zip file, you are going to unpack that zip file, and there will be a second zip file. We're going to take that second zip file, and we are going to install it into our WordPress website. And to do that, we're going to go back over to our WordPress website. We're going to go to Appearance and then click on Themes. When we click on Themes, we're going to click on Add New, and then we are going to click on Upload Theme, and then you can drag and drop that second zip file right here, or you can choose to find it manually by clicking on Choose File. The next step is to click on Install Now and then Activate, and just like that, you have a brand new WordPress looking website. Now, if we jump back over to our slide deck, the next step is to start writing. Now, I get 3 questions when it comes to starting a new blog or website. How do I start writing? How long should my blog post be? And how many blog posts should I write? Let's go ahead and answer 2 of those questions right now. To start writing, you're going to go back over to your WordPress website, go to Post, click on All Post, and then you're going to click on Add New. We're going to use a keyword that we found in the previous step. For example, let's do children's Christian songs. We're going to copy this, and we are going to paste it in our title. And the way this is set up, we're going to write our title in 2 sections. The first section is for the search engine, so the algorithm, so that we can get discovered organically through search engine optimization. And the second part is for the reader. So we may say children's Christian songs, 20 best songs for kids. And the second part here is designed to get our reader to click on our link and read our blog post. And that's how you start your blog post. The next step is, how long should my blog post be? And really, the length of your blog post depends on a few different factors. One, it depends on the keyword. It depends on what your competition is writing. And it really depends on how long it takes to answer the question. To get an idea of about how long your blog post should be, what I like to do is open up the top result of one of my competitors. And I just like to do a simple word count. Now, if I scroll all the way through and do a word count, it's probably about 1,500 words. Now, the word count isn't a clear indication that if you write 2,000 words, for example, you're going to rank number 1. but it does give you an idea of how difficult it could be. What I recommend that you do is simply skim through this article and see what they missed. Is there anything that they missed? Is there anything that you could expand on and make it better? And you're going to add that into your blog post. Now, if we jump back over to our blog post, the biggest question is, how do I start writing? Now, what I like to do before I start writing, I like to take 10 or 15 minutes and do a brainstorming session. The brainstorming session is really just designed to answer the question that your audience is going to ask. So you want to think like your customer and ask questions that they're going to ask. And to do that, I like to enter in 6 writing prompts: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And what I'll do is I'll just take 10 or 15 minutes and ask myself questions based on my keyword. So, who created the best children's Christian song? Now, when you are in the brainstorming phase, it is important not to worry about spelling. You want to make sure that you get as many ideas down as possible during this phase and worry about spelling later. When was this song created? Maybe who created the song, where it was created, and so on. So really just take 10 or 15 minutes and do a brainstorming session. Once you're done with your brainstorming session, you are simply going to delete the ones that aren't relevant or don't make any sense to your blog post. And the ones that you keep, you are going to turn these into H2s, just like that. And then you're going to simply answer the questions. Go through, answer all of your questions thoroughly. Make sure you go in with the mindset that you want to help solve your customer's problem. They have a question about Christian songs, children's Christian songs, and you want to make sure that you are helping them out. The next thing that you want to do is potentially make some money. If you want to make money from your blog or website, there are a number of ways to do it. One of the easiest ways to make money is simply to run paid ads. If we look at this website here, this is an ad at the very top. This is an ad on the right-hand side, and there's probably more ads as we scroll down. This giant ad right here is an ad. One of the easiest ways to make money with your blog is placing ads because it's done automatically. You can work with Google AdSense, which is the easiest ad network to join and be a part of. It's really simple. You just click on Get Started here and walk through the process, and ads will be placed automatically on every single blog post. The only downside to using something like Google AdSense is that they don't pay out very much. They will pay you pennies on the dollar. However, once you start getting significant traffic, 10,000, 5,000 page views per month, you can work with other ad networks like Ezoic, Mediavine, AdThrive. There's a bunch of them out there that you can work with. Another way that you can make money is simply with affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is recommending or selling other people's products and services. The key to affiliate marketing is to find affiliate programs that are congruent or in line with your target audience. For example, if you are creating content about classic Christian Sunday school blogs, you may want to go out and find a hymnal or a book, a digital download or something that has all of these classic songs for people to buy. And the way that affiliate marketing works is you will find different affiliate programs. You'll apply to join those affiliate programs. And once you are accepted, you will get affiliate links that you can place right in your blog or website. Now, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, click the third link in the description, as that will take you to a free affiliate marketing course. Another way that you can make money is simply with collecting emails. Now, you might be surprised, but email marketing or collecting emails is a very big business and can be very profitable. The reason why it can be profitable for you is when you collect someone's email, you can email them as often as you like, and you can send them emails whenever you upload a new blog post. And if you have ads on those blog posts, you can make money that way. Also, if you have affiliate links in your blog post, you can make money that way. And you can just send them affiliate links or send them emails directly with your affiliate links and make even more money. Now that we've talked about different ways to make money, the next thing you want to do is share your content on social media. In my opinion, it is very important to share your content on social media in the very beginning because you will not have any organic traffic. It does take some time to start building up traffic, but you can kind of skip that step or at least accelerate it by actually sharing it in relevant social media places. Now, you can share it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, anywhere where your customers already are, where your clients already are. Now, it's important that when you are sharing your content on social media, you want to make sure you're sharing it where people are actually interested in your content. It would not make sense for you to share your children's ministry blog on an MBA Facebook group, because those people usually aren't interested. And so what you want to do is you want to go out and find where your customers already are, share your content there, and you can start accelerating your growth. And then finally, the question that I get probably most often is about how many blog posts should I write before I decide if my website's a success or failure. In my opinion, and this is just a personal opinion, your goal should be 50 blog posts. Now, 50 blog posts is a very, very good number because it's much higher than what most people do. A lot of people will stop after 10 or 20 blog posts. But if you get 50 pieces of content, 50 opportunities to rank for keywords, you will start seeing success. And once you start seeing some success, it will inspire you to keep going. So what I recommend that you do is write every day for 50 days, or write every other day for 100 days until you get to 50. Now be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description. The first link is to web hosting. The second link is to premium WordPress themes. And the third one is to a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell if this video or any other video on this channel helps you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.